Hey guys, it's Christy with ColeArtistry, and tonight I am going to be working on a 16 by 20 level 3 canvas. I've already got the canvas taped off, the push pins in, and the canvas is leveled. I am going to be doing a cup pour tonight. Normally when I do a cup pour, I will do a singular cup pour. I have done some double cup pours in the past, but tonight I'm actually going to be doing a triple cup pour. And the reason is the effect that I'm hoping for is going to require me to keep some of the paints separated from each other. And so I decided I'm going to do a cup pour, and then when I'm tilting it, I'm going to be careful only to tilt as much as I need to get the effect I'm looking for. Once the painting is dry, then I'm going to finish the painting. So this is going to be a little different. But before I begin, as you can see, I have changed my background. We're into fall now. Beach weather is coming to a quick end. Minnesota, we've been quite chilly lately, and even though technically we're still in September, the weather has changed a little bit for us. So I changed out from beach to clouds, and then as I find backgrounds or I change my mind about things, I will get new backgrounds. So paintings. The paintings that I had on the previous 2 or 3 videos, I have finished them, and I'm going to be adding them at the end of this video so that you can see the final results of the high gloss on some of those. The painting with the purple stripe across the center and the 2 blowouts on either side, I haven't finished that one yet. I just don't know what to do about the fact that one of the blowouts moved too close to the line, and I just don't like it, so I haven't really finished it. So I do apologize. If anybody's got any ideas about what I should do with that one, put them in the comments, because then I'll know. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I haven't done the other wood box yet either. I'm trying to decide between using inks on it and letting the wood grain absorb the inks. I'm also thinking of a type of a batik type finish on it, but that's going to take a little time to figure out. And then otherwise I might just do a pour painting on that one again as well. I haven't decided, so I unfortunately have not finished the other wood box. I think that's everything. So, okay, well, like I said, I'm going to do a 3-cup pour cup tonight, and I'm going to bring you down so I can show you all of the paints that I'm going to be using and the size cups I'm going to be using for each of those sets of paints. So give me a second to get that the camera brought down, and then we'll get started. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I am back, and here are the colors we're going to be using tonight. So I'm going to be starting out, I have black and I have white here, but they will be used with these other colors. The black I want with my portrait pink, my Artists Loft portrait pink, and my Liquitex Basic burnt umber, and then I also made up a lighter brown, which is a combination of these two. So these are going to be this first layer, and I'm going to be layering them in this size cup. It is a, what is this little thing? Looks like a, I think it's a 9-ounce cup. 9 or 6. No, I think it's a 9-ounce cup. So I'm going to be using the darker colors in that cup, and they are going to be poured closest to the bottom. The next 3 colors are going to be, and these are colors that I just mixed up today from colors I had. So I've made up a nice dark yellow, a nice bright red, and a nice pumpkin orange. Okay, so these are going to be poured so that they layer in the center. And with these, I'm also using a 9-ounce cup. Okay, then near the very top up here, I'm going to be just using a small cup, and I'm just going to be pouring a little bit across the top, and I'm going to be using my, this is Liquitex Basic Ultramarine mixed with Artists Loft Black to make a blue-black indigo beautiful dark color. Okay. Then I'm going to also be adding some Master's Touch Paynes Gray and a little bit of Liquitex Basic Prussian Blue. So these are going to be my blues, but I'm also in there going to be adding a little bit of white. Okay, so let's get our cups ready and then we'll get our pour on. All right, so that you can see this, first color in is last color out. So I want to make sure that this portrait pink shows up. So I'm going to start with portrait pink. And because I am only doing the bottom here, I'm not going to need a lot of paint, but I am going to layer it so that I get the effect that I'm looking for. This is that brown that I mixed up, so I'm going to put that next. And then I'm going to use my Liquitex Basic Burnt Umber. And that is the color that I want the most of. So I'm going to be using a lot of that. So then a little bit more portrait pink, a little bit more of this brown I mixed up, and burnt umber again. A lot of the burnt umber. Portrait pink. And I like the portrait pink because it is a fleshy tone, but at the same time when you mix it with the browns, it takes on a kind of a pinky tan that I like. I'm hoping it'll work out for what I'm planning here. Portrait pink, a little bit of the brown, and then the dark brown. And these are similar colors to the colors that I use when I'm making wood tones. Alright, I think that's should be maybe one more round. Portrait pink, because you know in cup pours you do pour a lot of it off. It's medium brown, dark brown. Okay, now I'm sure that's enough. So here, let's see, can you guys see the beautiful colors? Okay, so there's our start to this little project. So I'm going to move these out of the way, and I have my black here that I will be putting on here as well. Okay, next we are going to do the yellow, orange, red, or yellow, red, orange actually. Okay, so first in, last out. Okay, so here's the yellow, and I should have taken all these lids off at once here. Whoops, there we go. Okay, then we're going to put red on top, and our orange, and I don't have an above camera, so I apologize if you can't see this, but basically I'm just layering the colors, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, orange, and my this particular combination, like I said, is going to be this middle section. So yellow, red, orange. Oops, that dipped down a little bit more than I wanted. Yellow, red, orange, and I think that is perfect amount. See, that one came out really pretty. Look at that. So that's a nice little combination of colors. Okay. Now, as usual, you never know if this is going to come out when you're doing a cup pour, but what I have in my head hopefully will come out. So now we have our beautiful orange, red, yellow, and our brown, tan, portrait pink. And now I'm just going to layer some blues in here. And I'm going to start, I want Prussian blue on the top, so I'm going to start with Prussian blue. And I'm not going to need a lot of this. So Prussian blue, then Paynes Gray, and these are just dark, dark, dark. So I'm going to add just a touch of white in between. So I'm going to add a little bit of white right now. Okay, and then I'm going to add my blue, black, indigo, which is the darkest. Okay, so we're going to add that on top. And then we're going to start again. So we have Prussian, and Prussian is our lightest of the three. And then we have our Paynes Gray, and then we have our white, a little bit of white, and then we have our black, blue, indigo, and I think we need just a little bit more. So we're going back to the Prussian. I want mostly the Prussian, but we're going to Paynes Gray it. And I can see the white is a beautiful just line in there. So that's why I want to be careful not to overdo that. Black, blue, indigo. So I'm going to keep just enough of that white line in there. So I know it's really hard to see, but I can see the three blues and the white in between. You can't see it in the cup, but you can see it on the pour part. And I only needed to go across once, so I think I'm going to give it one more round, because I also have to be careful because I am running out of these colors. I have to mix up some more Prussian. A little bit of white, and my blue, black, indigo. And again, blue, black, indigo is a paint that I have not been able to find. It's by, I think it's Atelier. I looked at all of my craft stores and nobody carries it. So I went online and they had basically a recipe for it and said to use ultramarine blue or another similar blue like phthalo. I like ultramarine. And then to use a black. And then just mix it until you get, and then basically I did, color swatches until I got the color that I had picked out for blue, black, indigo. So if I can get some Atelier, I will get some. If not, I'll just have to keep mixing it myself. Okay, so here is what we're doing. We are taking the brown sandy colors again, and we're going across the bottom, and there will be some black. Okay? So the middle section is going to have our beautiful yellow, orange, red combination, and the top is going to have our blue, black, our blues, Paynes Gray, white, and our blue, black, indigo. And that's just to cover up here. And the reason I have such a big cup of that is I want to make sure that the sides get covered here, whereas this one will go in the center, just a little bit of sides, and then the brown will cover down here. Okay. So, how I plan to do this, because I do want to make sure that I get some black in here, is I'm going to give myself a little bit of black already. Okay? Just because I want some accents of black. Okay, then we're going to start pouring. So, first one, again, is our browns. My plan is to literally just pour it across here. Okay, just like that. Okay, next color is our orange, red, orange, red, and yellow. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to carefully pour this in this section here. Okay, and then we've got our blue, black, indigo. And our blue, black, indigo, I'm going to do my best to try to keep it as close to the top as I can. Okay, there's our cups. All right, so now the idea is to get these to swirl into each other. That's what spatulas are for. So I have several spatulas. I think I will use this one. I'm going to use my OXO one first. And the reason I'm using my OXO one is because I can get a bigger swatch taken care of down here with it. And then in here, I need it a little tighter. And in here, I'll just use one of these. That'll be easy. Okay, so here we go. We're just going to gently swirl this to cover the area that we need. Okay, and I'm going to go back the other way. I need a little more swirl here. Okay. So I can get it to go up here a little bit. This reminds me of something, and I can't think of what it reminds me of. Okay. Again, I'm getting the swirl down the sides. Because as it drips, it will drip the colors that are here. And since all of the colors are here, it's already doing well. Okay, and I'm going to coax this up here a little bit more, and then off the side. And I know you're probably going, what in the world is she doing? Well, I decided that I wanted to attempt a cup pour sunset. So that's what we are doing. We are attempting a cup pour sunset. And who knows if it's going to work out or not, but right now it looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to set that up here for a minute while I work on my orange, yellow, and red. So again, we need to convince it. Oh, I hit the blue, didn't I? I felt the cold. Alright, so we need to swirl these colors up and over. Okay. Alright, so I've got some good color swatching there. Wipe off that brown. Let this orange and red yellow combination. I have to wet this a little bit so that when I start pouring it, or tilting, it will continue to make sure it covers these sides. And I have this yellow, so I'm going to swirl that and swirl that and swirl that. There we go. Okay, one dot there that needs to be covered and one dot there. Okay, so far so good. And when I said I was going to be finishing this after the cup pours dry, it simply means I'm going to be accenting the painting just in black. So my shadows and outlines and things will just be in black. Alright, I need to fix a little blurb that I hit up here and here. So far I really like it. It's doing what I was hoping. Okay, now we're going to do the blues. Now the blues, the reason for them to be so dark is, you know, with the sunset, we want the sky to appear dark, right? Because the sun's setting. But I wanted some white for like cloud effect. But I don't want puffy clouds. I just want the effect of some lightness. So that's why I added the white. And so I'm just swirling this around to get my effect. So far, oh, I like it so far. So we'll just keep swirling this around, drawing it down into the yellow, red, and orange. Okay, because we need to cover everything. And yes, I will still be tilting this because I want it to look like a more natural division of colors, you might say, or mixing of colors, yet not mixing. That makes sense? It's hard to explain. Okay, so I need to keep the swirl, but get some paint off the sides here. And then we'll cover this. And I do have enough in my cup to make sure that my edges are covered. So while I'm working on a little bit here, I have enough paint in my cup, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And again, because this is a combination of a cup pour and regular painting, I guess you'd call it, I don't know if I have to be as precise on the sides as long as they have color on them. You know, like if you're doing a full cup pour and nothing else, you want the sides to run down and have the same color match on there. But because of what else I plan to do, I don't think it matters. As long as the blue is there. Okay, I think I'm good. I can't really see. I don't know. Every time I lean on this stuff, my hair gets in it, or my apron gets in it. Yeah, I need lots. I have to fix that. Okay, and I got my hair in the paint. Okay, this needs a little bit more swirl here. Okay, because I don't want to tilt it until I have like something there. I like that. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to put some swirl in here again. In areas that are sort of just dripping down. The yellow come off here. Okay, so I know you can't see it, but right now it really it's doing what I was hoping it would do. I'm going to put that over there with that because I'm going to need that to fix my sides. I got some orange here, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that right there. And then that will be blue. Let's see if I can do that right now. Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Let that kind of make its way down the side here. There we go. Now it's starting to run down the side like I was hoping. Okay, so we'll save that because we know that's a mess. Okay, so let's see what happens now. So here's what I've got in my mind. I have my sand area. I have my fading sun area. I have my high sky area. And now I'm going to tilt. And I'm going to tilt this way first, because again, I want to make sure that I have enough paint to cover that. And I also would like to bring the orange and the brown up a little higher. So as you can see, the orange is now creeping up here like I want. Okay, and the sand area also has gone up. Now, okay, I'm going to tilt this way. I'm going to tilt too much. And I want to get my sand waves, you might call it, just a little bit more wavy. Okay, and then we're going to come back this way. Because that's helping the orange, yellow, red combination swirl the way I want that to do as well. Okay, now I have it where I want it. Okay, I love this. Okay, I know you guys probably don't understand what I have in my head. No one ever does, but this looks like I wanted it to. My yellow, okay, I need to go back just a little bit. I want my two nice yellow spots are going to sort of be my center, so I'm going to put those back. Right there. Oh, that came out nice. I'm glad I put the black in because now I see the black in the sand waves, you might call them. And it looks good. My sides drip down nice over there. I know that's a mess still. And this looks pretty good. I'm going to find my little spatula. There you are. I got a whole bunch of new brushes and toys to play with again. So it's hard to find things sometimes when I want them. Okay, I need some more of the dark brown. I'm just looking at the sides, and where I'm going to be fixing it is more dark brown than the portrait pink that's in the cup. And I do want it to look nice if I can. So I'm just going to let this drip down. And there. Okay, so that looks good. Just a corner. These are all the fun things we do when we put you guys on hold, but I'm going to hurry up and do them because, like I said, this is something different that I'm doing this time. So you might as well hang on for the whole journey. Okay. Fix the drip downs. I like it when it drips down, but I don't, on this one, I guess I don't care as much if the drips match the top perfectly. Because again, it's going to have other things on here that aren't going to drip down, and it's more of a full painting than just a acrylic pour. So you are seeing step one. I know, sometimes I get weird, but I have to get, I'm just like the rest of you guys with artist-wise. If you get something stuck in your head, you have to do it in order to get it out. And it's really hard to move forward until you do that. So I am going to bring you down, and I'm hoping that you can see the dream that I'm seeing. I'm going to fix that terrible blue side over there. The rest of the sides look great now. They're dripping down nicely. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing, filling in and everything. So I'm going to leave those, but I'm going to work on the blue side. So I'm going to put you on pause for just a minute. Okay, so here is our painting thus far. So if you follow my train of thought, here is my sand, or not sand, but ground, sand, whatever you want to call it, my earth, okay? In the middle is the sunset. Then we've got the top blue that shows the dark sky, okay? And when I'm done, I will be painting black silhouettes on here. So I hope you kind of get what I'm doing. All right, so let's take a look at it. I think this came out really neat. So here is the earth sand color. See, so the waves did. I mean, it could almost be water, because in the dark, the water changes color. But isn't that pretty? It came out what I had in my mind. So So that's good. And here is our sunset colors. And I know when you're up there on the camera, it really doesn't show the golds and the yellow and the orange and the red. Yeah, we lost a lot of red, but that's okay because there's enough in there still. And here is the yellows mixing in as they touch each other there. And I really like this little swirly spots here. So throughout the oranges, you see the swirls of red and yellow. You just see the yellow more. And then the sky portion came out really nice as well, because you have the definition of the 3 colors that I put in there. And there's just a hint of white, which helps separate the darker colors, but I really like that as well. I might do a little bit more on, see the straight lines? I might do a little more swirl on those, just to get those to swirl up a little bit more. So when I'm done, I'm going to choose what my final painting is going to look like. And it will either have trees, boats, you know, something on it that's sitting, a giraffe, who knows, that's sitting in the sunset. But that is my beginning portion. I really like it. It did come out as I thought it would. It's dark enough to look like it's in the dark. I was afraid that this color here, the portrait pink, that I mixed in there was going to lighten it too much, but I like it because it will have the effect of sunlight shining on it, whereas the darker spots will not. So I really like that. And again, I love this blue color. I just need to smear these straight lines here. I don't like that. So I'm going to take my spatula and swirl those up a little bit more. All right. Like I said, I will show you when we're done with this all drying. I'll show you what it looks like and what I've decided to do for the final painting. And then my contact information will be at the end of this video. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comments. I'm very interested in what people have to say about my art. And thank you to my subscribers. You guys are awesome. You always have nice things to say. I say a lot. Okay, I'm going to let you go. But thank you for watching, and I appreciate you all. And until our next video, bye.